ये बैत नहीं है, ये सौदा है दिल का, जहां में नहीं है कोई मोल इसका।
अशहदु अल्ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाहु वहदहु ला शरीक लहु व अशहदु अन्ना मुहम्मदन अब्दुहु व रसूलुहु।
जहां में नहीं है कोई मोल इसका, जहां में नहीं है कोई मोल इसका। ये बैत नहीं है, ये सौदा है दिल का। ये बैत नहीं है, ये सौदा है दिल का।
100 years ago, Hazrat Mufti Muhammad Sadiq Rajatullah Anhu came to America to preach Islam. Every day since, missionaries from the Ahmadiyyat Muslim community have been coming to America to preach true Islam.
In the last century, thousands of Americans have embraced Islam. Here are some reasons why.
But imagine, and I'm talking about converts, people who revert back to Islam, Ahmadiyyat, true Islam. Imagine going home and telling your mother that you have a new name, that your name is no longer Maurice, your name is Munir. Can you imagine the impact that has on a mother who named you herself and chose a name for you, and you tell her you have a better name? Imagine, for instance, a person like myself, who is considered as a mama's boy, going home to a Baptist mother and telling her that Jesus did not die on the cross. Can you imagine how she felt to hear those words? So much sadness came over her. It was so amazing that we stopped speaking to each other for almost 7 years. 7 years. But not a day went by during those 7 years that I thought for a moment that I had made a mistake in joining the Ahmadiyya movement in Islam. Nothing happens just by chance.
Like the first booklet I ever read was The Message of Islam by Zafrullah Khan. And I was shocked after I finished that little booklet of like 30-some pages. I go, oh my God, I'm a Muslim.
I was in the street. I was a street person. And the guys I used to hang around with, when I stopped drinking, stopped womanizing, and stopped cheating and running all over the place and staying up half the night and just doing nothing. These guys didn't want to have nothing to do with me because this is what happened. But I was lucky and very fortunate because I had Ahmadi families who adopted me. They invited me to their homes for dinner. Their children began to talk with me because they got into sports and things like that.
I'm doing my Isha prayer one evening. I'm almost finished. I'm gonna get ready to salam out. And for some reason, I don't salam. I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there and I'm meditating. all of a sudden I hear a voice. In my left ear, I hear a voice. My son, ask me for anything, I'll give it to you. Just like you hear me now, I hear a voice. I jump, I turn. What is this? I ignored it. And I'm still sitting there meditating. Once again, my son, let me prove to you I'm in your life. Ask me for anything, I'll give it to you. Right behind me. I turn, I look behind me. What's going on here? There's nothing there. I just keep hearing this voice. And finally, third time I hear a voice in my right ear, a little louder. Raymond, my son, ask me for anything, I give it to you. Let me prove to you I'm in your life. Why, I don't know. I said, God, I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 15 years old. Please remove the taste of tobacco from my mouth. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Rolled up my prayer work, went to bed. The next day, I quit smoking.
Short of it, I took a co-op job and I was working in the basement at a social service center, and I heard this brilliant person speaking about Islam and the black community. His name was Muzaffar Ahmed Zafar of Dayton, Ohio. I went upstairs, introduced myself to him. I said, sir, I'm a Muslim. My name is Habib Shafiq Jr. So yes, I think I know your father. Why haven't I seen you at the mosque? Well, you see, sir, this is a long story. I went into this crazy diatribe that my father gave me why he justified taking his 8 sons away from the Jamaat. So I gave him the regular Shafiq line, and he didn't buy it, and he looked at me very sweetly. He said, oh, that's fine, Brother Habib, but what does that have to do with your relationship with Allah? He said, we have Juma at 1:15 on Friday. You know where the mosque is. I'm going to see you, right? I'm going to see you, right? I said, yes, sir. I came, I was 18, I reattached, and I'm still here.
Islam is a treasure many Americans have embraced. Here is some guidance to hold on to this treasure.
Not that they're comfortable in not doing anything, but they're comfortable because I'm watching the situation and, you know, how must I get involved? Right. Boom, something comes on like me, something like Islam. Ahmadiyyat, you had to get involved. You had to not only get involved, you had to declare yourself. You can't just live here and be a Republican, liberal, Democrat. No such thing as that. We won't accept that. This is what the world is generally saying about people. You have to involve yourself. And this is what I like about it. You have to involve yourself.
My whole activity from my time or my journey was tabligh. I love it. I do it all the time and been doing it since day one. Tabligh. You know what tabligh is? Preaching. But if I look around here and what I see, I would think you don't know much about tabligh, because look at your audience. I mean, this place should be so full to all the parking lots should be full of people. If you had the spirit, you got the truth. Ahmadiyyat is truth. Ahmadiyyat is light. Ahmadiyyat is guidance. But where are the preachers?
We loved Islam so much, and we loved being around each other so much, till we just accepted anyone. And every time someone saw us, they always saw us smiling. Because what? Because we loved Islam, especially Islam and Ahmadiyyat.
Well, Islam, to me, is the GPS of life, mainly Allah and the Holy Prophet, is Sallallahu Alaihi Salam, is that GPS. I haven't found anything better. If I was to leave Ahmadiyyat, where am I going?
Well, Islam is true, and it appeals to one's reasoning, and you just feel confident that you're on the right path, and that's enough to make anybody feel happy that you was able to, by some means, whatever means it was, cause you to become connected with this noble teaching.
I came into Ahmadiyyat in 1965. You cannot be an Ahmadi without being committed. You can believe in it, you can be born in it, but you have to work with it 100%.
It's about 1979. I went to Rabwa, to the Jalsa. And I was standing outside of the Ansar house. And there was a man, he approached me. And he spoke to me in a language I didn't understand. He was an elderly gentleman. He looked as though he had walked a long distance. And so I asked a translator, what did he say? And he translated what the man said to me. And he said, if I could take my heart out and show it to you, you'd know how much I love you. And it floored me. I mean, I went around crying the rest of the day. And even now I feel it was such a strong expression of brotherhood. And the man had just only met me for the first time.
In 1940, a letter was written by American Ahmadi Muslims to the Khalifat al-Masih. They wrote, "The movement has become far-flung and the greatest spiritual force in the world. It can be well said, the sun does not set in the world of Ahmadiyyat."
But a similar thing happened because he had given a dars on the importance of doing tahajjud. Not something I'm a great doer of, unfortunately, but so this was Saturday and Friday or something, I forget the day, but I didn't put it together in my head, but it was March 22nd when he gave the dars, right? So I'm telling myself, I go to bed and I'm like, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do the Hajj. So I get up at like 2 a.m. on March 23rd. And I do rakats and I pray. And I had just learned the short version of the prayer, Allah, give me your love, right? That one. And so I had just memorized the first part of that. And so I'm doing my prayers in the salat. And so I say, Astaghfirullah. And again, I hear, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you.
Please understand that this is a divine community. I've been a member of this community for 53 years. If you're wondering how old I am, I'm 77. And I wouldn't go anywhere. I have my grave picked out, my box paid for, and I'm ready to lay down within this community. So I encourage everyone who have any doubt in their mind about this community that this is a time to change your mind.
He sat me down at a table and remember the old VHS tapes? He put a VHS tape in this TV and there was a Q&A session. Fourth Khalifa, mind-boggling. Imagine a young man never knew anything about Islam and Khilafat or any of that stuff. And I see this man answer these questions and with such vast knowledge, I asked Waqib, I said, man, who is this man? He's truly a man of God.
Sufi Bengali, pioneer missionary of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, once said, "I'm not discouraged. We are only a few who have embraced Islam as yet. There will be more. If not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow."
Now, why do you have to apologize for being a Muslim? You are an Ahmadi Muslim, the best of all Muslims. Allahu Akbar. And you should never be ashamed of that. by the grace of Almighty God, when you leave here, you will have a great responsibility. That is to preach and protect Ahmadiyyat. Protect it well. Protect it well. Because the future Allah is giving to you. The future is being given to you, but you must protect it. You must guard it well. You must be vigilant in your prayers. Vigilant in the reading and the recitation of the Holy Quran. You must try to imbibe all good acts and deeds into your personality. Don't be afraid to be known as a good person. Whatever you do, don't run from that. Because the future of the world lies with you. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Let's take a lesson from these gems.
Let's enter this new century
with a greater passion and zeal to spread Islam.
ये बैत नहीं है, ये सौदा है दिल